Hey guys, I'm back with another Easter story. This is The Easter Egg by Jan Brett. I love Jan Brett's illustrations. She always puts little details, things that might happen. Jan Brett's The Easter Egg. Chirrup, chirrup, spring is here. Time to start on my first ever Easter egg, Hoppi said. Each year, the bunny who decorated the winning egg got to help the Easter rabbit hide the eggs on Easter morning. Hoppi had been dreaming about being that bunny all year long. Now it was time to get started. Everywhere Hoppi looked, rabbits were working on dazzling eggs. I needed an amazing idea, he thought. Hoppi spotted Flora Bunny planting spring wildflowers in her eggs. The Easter rabbit will love those colorful flowers, he thought, and started picking flowers for his egg. Here's a basket for your flowers, Hoppi, Flora said. Chop, chop, scrape, scrape. Hoppi spied Buster Birch carving a magnificent wooden egg. I wish I had some wood for my egg, he wished out loud. Here you go, Hoppi, Buster Birch said, and he put a smooth, round piece of wood in Hoppi's basket. Thank you, Buster, Hoppi said. Hoppi was hopping along when the smell of sweetness led him out of the woods and straight to the chocolate egg that Aunt Sassafras was decorating with creamy frosting squiggles and bows. Hello, Hoppi, she said, and put some chocolate squares in his basket. Hippity hop, Hoppi exclaimed. I'll make the Easter rabbit a chocolate egg so sweet it will make his whiskers tingle. No, Bo's come to read with us. Hey, bud. You? No, thank you. You're not invited. Then Hoppi saw Granny Irene decorating one of her fabulous story eggs. First, she traced a design on the egg with a special tool. Then she dipped the egg in pots of yellow, green, and orange dye, adding to the design each time. Hoppi couldn't believe his eyes. I'll never make an egg that beautiful, he told Granny Irene. She smiled. Try, she said, giving him one of her special tools. Hoppi was hopping by Hans Vandergarden's rabbit garden. Let me try that again. Hoppi was hopping by Hans Vanderrabbit's garden when he spotted an extraordinary egg. Hans was painting a portrait of the Easter rabbit so real that it looked alive. Fantastic, Hoppi exclaimed. Thank you, Hoppi, Hans said. Why don't you make a painting on your egg? He gave Hoppi pots of paint and a fine brush. As Hoppi bounced along, a loud boing nearly knocked him off his feet. It was a whirling, twirling, mechanical egg. Whoa, Hoppi said. That's an unusual egg. Would you like to make one? Roberto asked. Hoppi tried hard, but the harder he tried, the more parts and pieces piled up around him. Thank you, Roberto, he sighed, but I think I better make an egg that's right for me. Hoppi hopped back to the woods and lay down under a tall tree to think. Making a beautiful egg is harder than I imagined, he thought. I guess I don't have to win. I just want to make an egg I'm proud of. Suddenly the woods rang with the squawking of birds, sounding an alarm. Mother Robin swooped down, calling wildly, as if she couldn't decide where to go. An egg had tumbled out of Mother Robin's nest. Inside the perfect blue egg was a baby robin that needed its mother to keep it warm until it hatched. Hoppi knew what he had to do. He sat down carefully and covered the blue egg with his soft, warm fur. "I'll take care of you the best I can," he whispered. Relieved, Mother Robin chirped and settled down on her other 2 eggs. Hoppi never left the robin's egg. If it was sunny and warm, he carefully turned the egg in its nest of moss. If it was rainy and cold, he kept the egg covered and dry. At night, wild animals passed by. Hoppi crouched down and stayed hidden in the ferns. Often he heard strange noises coming from above, but Hoppi didn't run away. Every day the rabbits worked on their eggs. Tadpoles turned into frogs, buds swelled into leaves, and Easter came closer and closer. Finally, it was time for the rabbits to take their eggs to the glen. They had forgotten all about Hoppi, who was quietly sitting on the blue egg under the tall tree in the woods. Early the next morning, the rabbits awaited for the Easter rabbit. Suddenly, a beautiful wagon rolled toward them out of the mist. And stopped. The Easter bunny stepped down from the wagon and admired the decorated eggs one by one. "You have brought me the most beautiful eggs in the world, but a very special one is not here," he told them. The rabbits were puzzled. Whose egg could it be? Let me see if I can do this. "Fill my wagon with your wonderful eggs," he said. "When I return, I will show it to you." And he disappeared into the woods. He came back with Hoppi, looking scruffy and bedraggled. "Hoppi has an amazing egg to be proud of," the Easter rabbit told them. "He has kept Mother Robin's egg warm and safe until her baby bird hatched, and she could take care of it." The Easter rabbit placed the empty blue shell in the place of honor atop the wagon. Now they were ready to go. The rabbits cheered for the egg that had surprised them all. "It's our best Easter ever, Hoppi," they shouted. Then the brave little bunny and the Easter rabbit rode off together to hide the eggs for girls and boys to find on Easter morning. The end. Now, I hope that you noticed, there's the beautiful back cover, that alongside the story we were reading about Hoppi, Jan Brett, the clever, clever author that she is, an illustrator, told us another whole entire story right up here at the top in pictures. Now we have some over here on the sides, and on the sides she did tell about some other eggs being made, but we have another story. So we have our robins there. And then up here, see, there's our robins. And on the sides over here, we get to see some other rabbits making different types of eggs. But that top part, so there's the robins falling in love. Now they're making a nest. And now they're sitting on their eggs. And now we get to see some action. So in the story, we know that an egg fell from Mother Robin's nest, but we're not told why. But the pictures here look like they're telling us a little bit of a story as to why. And it looks like those squirrels were being a bit pesky. Not very nice. And now there's only 2 eggs in that nest. And this is right about the same time now down below that we see that 3rd egg down here and Mother Robin talking or alerting Hoppi. So now while Hoppy's sitting on his egg, we get to see Mother Robin. And I like how she put it up top because that's where the nest is, right? Up at the top of the tree. And while Hoppy's sitting, so is Mother Robin. So while Hoppy's going through all these things, Mother Robin is as well. That's what mother birds do. They sit on their eggs no matter what to protect them. And while all the Easter rabbits have their eggs, we see Mother Robin still sitting there. And then on this one, these tell the story. So we've got Hoppi there. And now look over here. There's that baby bird. And over here, sorry, here's Hoppi with the baby bird. And there's the beautiful broken egg that the Easter Bunny thought was the most special. And there's the robins with their babies. And then there's Hoppi with his little baby bird. I imagine he'll probably give it back to the birds. I don't know. And then at the end, we don't have anything, but we have baby bird right there with Hoppi. And that special egg. And it looks like baby bird even gets to go help deliver the Easter eggs. So we had 2 stories going on there, didn't we? We had the story of Hoppi and his effort to make the perfect Easter egg. And then we had Mother Robin laying her eggs. And then suddenly our 2 stories kind of collide. Now, so let me ask you this. Why was Hoppi's egg the most special? It wasn't as fancy as Grandma Irene's or the one made out of chocolate or wood, or it wasn't as cool as the robot egg. So why was it so special? Why did the Easter Bunny pick that one as the winner? Now my second question to you is, if you could make an egg out of anything in the world, decorate an Easter egg, what would you decorate an Easter egg with? Would you do chocolate? Would you try Grandma Irene's way? Or maybe make a robot egg? All right. Comment below. I want to see your answers. Bye, guys.